Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Lauren Maloney. Glenn has the night off. Prosecutors avoided a mistrial today as Stephen Bourgoin is being tried on 5 counts of murder. The jury also learned much more about the delusions Bourgoin says he was experiencing up to and including the day of that crash. Local 22's Stacey DeSilva now joins us live from the newsroom tonight. Stacey, you could say a tense start to the day.
Yes, Lauren, it was. Here's what's happened. Defense attorney Robert Kadam said his team was not aware of an interview the state held with Bourgoin's ex-fiancée, Anila Lawrence, in January. After arguments this morning, Judge Kevin Griffin ruled the state had violated a discovery rule, but ultimately decided the defense's case wasn't affected. So the information was stricken from the record, and the defense called its first witness of the day. Dr. David Rosemarin is a critical witness for the defense. He says Stephen Bourgoin was insane in early October 2016.
Mr. Bourgoin was suffering from psychosis that was caused by him being manic from the illness bipolar disorder.
The Massachusetts forensic psychiatrist spent 9 hours evaluating Bourgoin in February and April of last year. Dr. Rosemarin finds Bourgoin was not responsible for the wrong-way crashes that injured several people and killed 5 teenagers: Mary Harris, Janie Chase Causey, Liam Hale, Cyrus Zhao, and Eli Brookins. Dr. Rosemarin says Bourgoin's mental health issues started as a child.
He had a bunch of losses as a child. He was an anxious, depressed child.
Then several years of depression and mania. Fast forward to the week before the October 2016 crash.
The driver of his psychosis is his mood. By Wednesday, he's believing that things that are physically impossible are happening to him.
Dr. Rosemarin detailed several delusions Bourgoin was experiencing involving signs from the government about a mission, like messages gleaned from his truck radio.
If he would turn one way, the music was signaling to him, oh, that's the right way to turn. Or if he turned the other way, go back the other way.
And Dr. Rosemarin describes paranoid episodes, including a trip to an empty field when Bourgoin throws his cell phone in the river.
He's much more frantic. He's much more anxious. He's not comfortable.
According to Dr. Rosemarin, Bourgoin was suffering from delusions when he visited the University of Vermont Medical Center the morning of the crash. Dr. Rosemarin testifies Bourgoin leaves before he can be discharged and goes home to bed. Then, the night of the crash, he gets into the Toyota Tacoma he was using and again follows the signals from the radio. At this point, Dr. Rosemarin calls him grossly psychotic.
He doesn't really know how he ended up going the wrong direction. He doesn't understand it. It wasn't intentional.
Bourgoin sees the teenagers in the median and thinks they are mannequins. Rosemarin says he thought it was a setup. Then he sees Officer Eric Shepard's cruiser pull up to the scene.
And that car has been provided for me by the government that's putting all these pieces there for me, just like they've been doing for the past couple of days.
Bourgoin pulls away, Dr. Rosemarin says, and thinks he's going the wrong way, so he turns around and drives back to the scene, crashing into the destroyed truck.
He's terrified. He's terrified.
Tomorrow, defense attorney Robert Kadam will pick up his questioning of Dr. Rosemarin, then the prosecution will cross-examine him. Live in the newsroom, Stacey DeSilva, Local 20.